What's good, guys? I'm glad you guys made it to our end of the week analysis. I'm joined by Leo again.
Hey guys, um, this week was pretty slow, in my opinion, and uh, I don't know what Alan has to say about that, but I'd like to hear your opinion on this week, Alan.
Yeah, in my opinion, the week was kind of very up and down, right? Just like the charts, right? We saw favored to one side, and then Friday they kind of pulled the biggest reverse on everybody. I saw a lot of people get burned by it, right? So it really just depends on what you were trading, right? You're trading Forex, I think it was pretty solid. But then once you trade futures, it was a little bit big reversal on or for the future traders. All right. But let's get right into dollar index, right?
Yep.
Go for it, Leo.
Um, so one thing I'm glad about this week is that I don't think we were completely blindsided by price action. I think we had a pretty good gauge on what was going on and kind of taking it step by step and seeing what the market gave us and working on that. So it was pretty good this week. Pretty proud of that. So let's get started on the dollar daily. So I'd like to highlight this chart by bringing your attention to the monthly levels on the dollar. So if you go to your monthly chart, there will be this big imbalance on this run up here. And there will be an imbalance low and a high on the daily chart of the dollar. And if you take the midpoint of that, which I highlighted in neon blue here, you have the consequent encroachment 50% level of this imbalance here. And as you can see, price trades into it while the bodies are respecting this daily bullish order block here, which is really nice. The wicks are trading into the 50 of this imbalance, the consequent encroachment, and um, rejecting that and moving higher off of that. So that's something I really like to see, um, a bullish reaction off discount PD arrays here. And this week showed us that dollar ran a little higher into this daily imbalance again. It didn't quite touch it, barely a couple pips maybe, but we did contend into this space again. So um, I'd like to dive a little deeper into this price action later. But before that, I'd like to highlight this bearish order block daily here, something to take note of as price runs up into this price range here. All right, so dollar on the hourly. So this week, I did note that there was this daily buy side imbalance, sell side efficiency high and low here, highlighted in blue, which is diminished now because we've moved away from it. I'm not sure if we'll come back here for a while. So this is probably the last time you'll see it on the chart for a little bit, as well as the daily bullish order block here and the 50 of the monthly imbalance here. As you can see very clearly, that price has a really sensitive reaction to this level here. And these discount PD arrays and starts moving away from it early into the week into Wednesday, which we make the Wednesday high here, which we noted on our weekly recap. We do see that towards the end of the week, Thursday and Friday's trading, we do take this Wednesday high out, making 3 drives higher into this sell side imbalance buy side efficiency here, City, which I highlighted in gray, as well as contending with the daily imbalance level here. This neon blue level is the 4-hour October 24, 2023 daily candles wick here, which I talked about on the Wednesday recap. And as you can see, the bodies, the top of the bodies here, respect this level very well, but before one final push higher into taking one more level of buy side out into a premium PD array. So very interesting to see how price is very sensitive to this PD array here, with the body here, the low here, Wednesday's high hitting it absolutely perfectly. and the body's respecting this level here. So a call I'd like to make early into the week is that I would like to see price move into this level here before making any large moves. And we'll have to see what happens with the news events next week, et cetera, to further make a statement on what dollar could do. As for now, the order flow presently is pretty bullish, so I'm gonna assume it's gonna stay bullish. However, we can only watch and see. Yeah, is there anything you'd like to add, Alan?
Yeah, so I just want to bring up the fact that like you said already, Dixie is moving higher, kind of like what we talked about, what we wanted to see, right? We're very sussed out by the move lower, right? So at the moment, Dixie is going higher, but that does not mean, it's going to be one move expanding higher, right? We want to see it trade efficiently, well, where it's delivered efficiently, trade it well, where there's a reason for it to continue moving higher. And like you said right now, right? We want to see Dixie kind of do a little retracement into a discount array before proceeding higher. Right. I do see that as well. Right. I do see, since we did tag a lot of buy stops, I am looking for somewhat of a retracement lower for Dixie. Does it have to happen? Not no, but like I said, it's what we want to see. Let me see
Yeah,
what else. Yeah, trading up to the order block. Yeah. It could just kind of run higher from this area as well, and then really be aggressively bullish for Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday drop lower, creating a low of the week, and then Wednesday, Thursday continue going higher, something like that, right? Where that's kind of what we're kind of used to, but at the moment, right, we're all just kind of giving our best analysis here, right? So let's
yeah,
move on from index from the Dixie. We got a EU, right? So for EU, I noted out buy side liquidity for you guys on Wednesday, right? I was looking at, okay, we're chilling at equilibrium, right? I want to see price kind of trade lower first, punch into buy side, and then sell off, right? Trading into the sell side liquidity resting here, right? If you guys want to go back and watch that video, you guys could, right? That was the idea where I said, okay, I want to see price kind of retrace lower, punch higher into buy side here, take out some buy side here, and then drop lower, right? EU did that very nicely, cleared out Wednesday's highs, right? Wednesday's highs traded above obviously Tuesday highs too, but Wednesday's highs higher than Tuesday high, trading up into this inefficiency here, trading up more to buy side here, right? And then having a nice reaction going lower, running out the sell side here, trading down here, and eventually closing the day here, right? As soon as market opens, price drops lower, trades right into sell side, and then starts punching higher to trade back up into a premium array, right? And then maybe we see it's working into these candles up here. And if it wants to continue going bearish, it could just kind of punch it higher, take out buy side here. Excuse me, take out buy side here, and then trade lower. There is an inefficiency here, inversion fair value gap there, fair value gap here, right? I want to see what it wants to do when the market opens, but not too. I don't want to push it too hard. I want to see if they really want to come back down here, take out sell side here, right? Can they come up and take this out? Theoretically, yes, but I don't really want to see that happen. If they do, I want them to see this as a turtle soup, where they trade back up into premium, trade right into this buy side here, resting here now, and then and then just immediately roll over, right? So they could do that Monday, Tuesday, punch higher, trade up to buy side here, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, really aggressively price lower and lower and lower, right? So let's go down into the 15-minute, right? For the 15-minute, we have buy side here where we noted out, right? Price drops lower from the midnight open, drops lower, right? That's the Judas for you. Trades higher for Thursday, punches in Thursday, right? Thursday 2 p.m. There was Fed Powell speaking, right? So consolidated, traded here, retrace higher, 2 p.m. hits, big massive sell off here, works back up, trades right back up into it, trades it efficiently there, punches lower again, trading right down into sell side, fails to hit it, right? That's what you guys think. Remember what I talked about? It trades up through the bodies. You guys put up on your chart, trades through the bodies, more than enough already there. right? So don't always be like, oh, it has to take out these lows here. A majority of liquidity is always in the body, so remember that. Okay, there's your little ICT gem for you guys there. But so I would recommend you guys putting your TPs at the bodies, and more times than not, you'll run your TPs out over the wicks, right? Obviously, you want the wicks to get taken out, but there's time and there's specific scenarios where we can look for wicks to be taken out, right? But for these big runs, I'm looking for these bodies to be taken out, which it does here very, very nicely, right? So let's move on from EU, right? We have GU 1 hour, right? You can compare GU, right? There's SMT, right? Wednesday, EU was higher than Tuesday's GU, right? But as you can see here, lower highs. And then if you go back to EU, I'll show you guys right now, higher high, right? Higher high, go back to GU, lower high, right? So we anticipated that EU, right, created that run higher, stop run here, runs it one more time. So you have the first drive, second drive, third drive, taking out buy side, previous day's highs, right? And then go back to GU fails to do that. So I anticipated GU to kind of run up into, if it ran up into this, I've been very, very comfortable shorting it, but it did not run up into this. As you can see, it just took out previous day's highs here. And when I said I wanted to see them trying to run into, maybe trade back up into this up candle here for potential sell, right? If they really want to get animated, they can get up into this area here, right? This equilibrium trades up into a very deep premium. And if it did that, I would expect it easily for them to clear these lows out easily. But it didn't do that, right? So it looked like they were having some time. So they had to give really, really big retracements, right? Take out these highs, drops lower, big retracement here, prints lower here, massive wick comes back up, drops lower, consolidates here, builds more orders, and it just kind of trades lower, but it's really up and down. Right, a lot of give and take, finally punching lower to these lows here. Never takes out these lows, but once again, takes out the bodies. Okay, takes out the bodies here. Starts retracing for the day. Right, I'm looking for maybe, like I said already, if price wants to open, drop lower, they could, or open, punch higher, and maybe take out these highs here. They could do that too. It would fit the narrative for them to do that, right? If this punches higher, obviously Dixie would be going lower, right? So we can see some sort of retracement on GU or EU and Dixie as well, right? So let's move on into the GU 15 minutes, right? 15 minutes here, buy side resting here, like I noted out. Price didn't fail to get up there, traded up into previous day's high only, like I said, and then animated lower, trades higher here, sell side liquidity there, right? That could be your potential short, right? If you didn't catch this initial move, this could be your short here. Trades back, retraces up there. Your stop will be here. But in my opinion, it's very easy for them to kind of run this up with Powell if they want to just consolidate here. And then if Fed Powell spoke, I kind of anticipate them to punch this. Oh, yeah, punch higher.
Okay.
Yeah, punch higher, trade up into buy side, and then drop lower, but did not do that. So, in my opinion, there's still a lot of buy side here. Will it run it? I'm not 100% sure. At the moment, I'm looking at the sell side here, but it did take out the bodies of the old sell side there. So I want to see what they want to do now. I want to see if they want to punch, run it higher, trade back into buy side, or just continue running lower, right? But that should wrap up GU and EU. Did you have anything you want to add for them, Leo?
Nothing specific. When I was looking at EU at the equilibrium, I noticed there's like a big consolidation. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was really nice to see. Run lower and
Mm-hmm.
then take out the buy side and then target sell side. Really cool, very clean.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. Very,
good
very
price
solid.
action.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on from the Forex pairs then. We got
Yep,
crude oil
crude
for you.
oil. So crude oil futures on the daily chart. Pretty good week this week. We saw the expansion lower, taking out most of the downside objectives I set for the time being, namely the first objective here, 78.66, sell side liquidity here at 77.24, and the imbalance here on the daily, 75.69 and 74.69. We see that price did have a reasonable reaction at the consequent encroachment midpoint of that imbalance. And late into the week, we did see a retracement into this imbalance range here from 80.66 to 77.53. this will be the area of price I will be looking for price to trade into, namely the 50 of this imbalance here at 79.09. Let's get into the lower time frame to further dive into this price action. All right, so crude oil futures on the hourly chart. As you can see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday's price action noted here. Monday, we did see a little run up into the previous week's price action, and then a consolidation, presumably to accumulate shorts, and then a run lower into our first objective of 78.66. We do see a little bit of retracement slash consolidation here, filling in the imbalance here, and then a run lower. This could be a potential setup for some of you into our second target of 77.24 late into Tuesday's trading. Overnight, we have a consolidation here, creating some relative equal highs before seeing a AM kind of a Judas into this consolidation here and sending lower into our imbalance on Wednesday. Now on Wednesday, we basically see some sort of reversal pattern forming. Since we did reach into a very deep premium, I was expecting some kind of consolidation slash reversal, as I noted, I think in the mid-week review. And so into Thursday's trading and Friday's trading, we did see price move away from this imbalance level, either kind of a small retracement and then moving into the range again to accumulate, and then this big expansion away from it, which really good for this discounted rate. It's being respected. So we did run this buy side liquidity here at around 77.53, which is also the imbalance low. And in my opinion, into early next week, we could see this range being traded to like around 78, 20 something, 78.50. Ideally, I would like to see 79 traded to. However, not too much to say on crude oil. The order flow was very nice. And yeah, it's very low resistance. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Very clean. If you guys would like to dive into these areas and see where you could have taken an entry, there's some homework for you to do right there. But for me, that's about it on crude oil. Did you have anything to add, Alan?
Not particularly. I think you did really, really good job on covering crude oil for this week. All right. We can move on from crude oil. Is it ES next? Let's see.
Yeah. So ES on the daily. It was a pretty slow week for ES, but I did enjoy watching it throughout the week. We had a particularly slow start to the week. However, things got more and more animated towards the later end, around Thursday and Friday, which I will be talking about in a little bit. So on the midweek review, I did notice that there was a volume imbalance here and this order block here on the midpoint of that, and that the bodies were respecting it, and that I would like to see a trade into 436.425. Now on the daily chart, you can clearly see that we did trade into that. We took out a little sell side here, and then we saw this big expansion into the later end of the week, taking out the buy side liquidity at 4,430.50. I did want to see this imbalance being traded to. However, it's okay. ES was a little heavier than NAS. And yeah, let's get into the hourly chart on this. All right, so going into this week, the order flow is very strong from last week, bullish. So in the beginning, we did expect to see some sort of retracement into the last week's range. However, price was pretty consolidate, like it was in a pretty big consolidation, and it wouldn't really move anywhere. And so, for the most part, I was sidelined throughout this price action until I saw um, the price move higher. And this day, I kind of partook in shorts here. So because I saw that um, my bias was predominantly on the downside. So I wanted to see price respect this kind of raise. And I was going to take trades in bearish order flow. Um, and so because price was primarily moving higher, I wasn't really comfortable taking too many trades on the short side because I was operating off of a dollar moving higher and index is moving lower. So I basically saw last week and this week as manipulation. And so I was only really truly comfortable working in Thursday's range here. So to note, we did move back into this imbalance. We took out the sell side liquidity here, and then we used this. The market used this liquidity to run from discount to premium here, from 436425 to 43050 to end of the week off. We did take out Thursday's high here at 4413. That could be a potential target for people that wanted to go long. And on Friday, there was a really good setup here for people that wanted to go long in I think the AM session around 9:30 to 10. This run here, you could have bought here in this area to take it to 4413 or maybe even this area here around 4395. But overall, yeah, I was sidelined most of this week, so I don't have too much to say. I would like to see this imbalance hit next week though, so I'll keep an eye on that. Did you have anything to add, Alan?
Not for ES. I do want to note that when I bring up NAS right after, I want you guys to note that sell side liquidity being taken out there, right? And then I'm gonna pull up NAS, and you guys would see if NAS does the same here, right? But let's
Yeah,
move on
go for
to
it.
let's move on to NAS, right? Oh, this is the daily, but we'll go through the daily first then. Okay, so the daily, right? Price trades up into buy side liquidity, trades right into that daily imbalance high, fills it, and it's also a bearish order block. Right, price closes inside that bearish order block. I want to see what price opens with. I wouldn't be surprised if it opens and it trades down into the high of this candle, of this previous down candle here, right? And then maybe punch higher, even low, even higher. Or if it really wants it, it can do a very, very deep stop run, quote unquote stop run at the moment. That's what I'll be looking at as, and trade down into that sell side liquidity, right? But as of right now, Nas just ran very, very aggressively. I'm expecting the next candle to be kind of very slow, very, very consolidating, right? It is an outside day, right? Price trades out below those lows, trades above that high, right? Takes out sells here, runs very aggressive, take out highs here. So I want to see what it wants to do starting next week, right? I'll be very, 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 very careful and not try to call tops or bottoms yet. I just want to see what they want to do. All right, let's move on into price here. Okay, well, I forgot I did not put on the hour chart. I only put on the 15-minute chart, but if you want to look at the hour chart for NAS, you guys pull up on your chart. That could be your little chart work for tonight or tomorrow morning, wherever time you guys watch this video. Right. Price, I'm just looking at price at the moment. Price trades lower here very aggressively, trades higher here, retraces here. I was able to catch a sell here. I took a very, very quick short, right? Trading below these lows. I was able to get out my trade, trades higher again. I took another short. Price drops below these lows again. I took partials out, eventually being, and then I thought this would be the high of like the week. And I kind of expected price to continue going lower, running out these lows. But as you guys can see, price traded above and kept punching higher. Eventually stopped me out. Right, price trades up, trades down. Basically, taking both sides of the market out. Right, giving a lot of bulls, taking away. Oh, taken away. Price then trades higher again, very, very slow and slowly pushing it higher and higher, followed by a big drop in the AM session, right? Price trades up again, drops lower, retraces in the PM session, right? As soon as price drops lower, comes back up, I was able to catch a sell in the PM, right? Drop it as soon as it's dropping lower here, trades out into the wick of that. I was able to like, hey, I'll just call it there. Don't want to push too hard, right? And then obviously after I exit my trade, you can see price continuously punch lower, which is cool, right? Where I was able to catch a good piece of it. That's all I want. I'm not looking for the entire move, right? But yeah, price was taking lower, took out this low, eventually take out this low here, trades low, consolidates here, runs higher here. And I was looking at, okay, does it want to punch lower, trading through the lows, right? But obviously ES took those lows out. So NAS, in my opinion, I thought they were going to take out those lows, but instead they decided to start running buy side. So as soon as price drops pre-market, price consolidates here a little bit, takes out the lows one more time, trades below these lows one last time here. And this is what starts this really, really aggressive rally higher, followed by a little retracement. Followed by a little retracement, and then trading back into this big inefficiency here, right? Continue running higher towards buy side, trades right into daily imbalance high there, gives a little bit of a quick retracement here, continues punching higher, and then finally ending the week off at this high here where it kind of drops a little bit, right, to close off the week. But as of right now, in my opinion, it's very, very bullish, pushing that very bullish sentiment. So it's very dangerous. So if you guys are long-term bullish, I don't think you guys should be buying here. I think this is exactly what they want. People to jump into longs here where they can start slowly punching price, like pushing price lower and lower and lower, where there's not a lot of going to be not a lot of retracements. Because when I'm looking at chart work like this, it really, really tells me like, okay, it's really pushing it higher, pushing it higher. So it forces people that are trying to get in longs to continuously buy higher prices here, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if price did something where it drops lower, takes out some of the lows here, and then punches higher, and then create a high of the week and then drop lower, or they just start just ripping it, continue going lower here because this is enough buy side for them to just continue starting pushing price lower now. Right at the moment, it's all fair game to them. Right, they can do whatever they want, and we just kind of have to be. We want to wait for it. Right. I did get burned Friday as well. I did try to catch some shorts here where I was up profit and it took it away from me, as you guys can see. So it was not a good trading day for Friday, but it's like I said, it's Friday. I shouldn't have been pushing too hard. Lesson learned. Just be ready for next week. Right. Very, very simple. Did you have anything you want to add for NAS at all, Leo?
No, I did like ES price action a little better. Nas was a little fickle to me, but nah, nothing really.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Then let's wrap up this video here. Right. I hope you guys enjoyed. And we'll be doing our weekly outlook again next week. Right. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. We're giving our midweek update as well, along with our end of the week analysis on kind of what we did and what we're looking at how the market traded throughout this week. Right. But yeah, if that's it, then I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Right. Enjoy the weekend. ICT's Twitter space is gonna be tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. If you guys join that, enjoy it, right? It's been a good journey, long journey, and there's still going to be another part of that journey ahead of us, right? As traders, right?
Yep.
But yeah, I think that should be it. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.
Take care, guys.